Hello and happy spring. I'm Becky Sangha. I'm an intuitive and energy healer and shamanic practitioner. And this week, I meant to deliver a spring equinox meditation for you on Wednesday during the weekly uplift group healing session that I host. But I was having all sorts of streaming difficulties, still am. I thought it was my internet service, but actually, after a little bit of messing around, actually a lot of messing around with different electronics and things like that, I figured out that my computer actually can't support the streaming. So that'll be something I'll need to replace soon. Anyway, I am going to have to pre-record my videos right now and not do any live streaming until I can remedy that situation. But I wanted to welcome you. I would like to deliver a spring equinox meditation and guide you through that. It's a really beautiful meditation that came to me this week from Great Spirit, which I'm so thankful for. In calling in the orange light and the energy of the spring equinox being the sun sign for the spring equinox is Aries, and the moon sign that we're in right now is Virgo. And those signs are very complementary to each other. And there's a lot of cool stuff that's coming up from that. So I'm going to get into that in this message, and then we'll also use what was conveyed to us and directed to us, and then we'll take that into the meditation. The spring equinox, as you probably know, is a time when we have almost equal amount of hours of sunshine and darkness. So it's really a balance of that, of the dark and the light energies. And when we look at also those energies, there's male and female energies. And that's really what I was guided to speak to you about today, and to help you to tap into both your female energies and your male energies. We all have both. And to really ask yourself about the balance that you have right now with those energies. The universe is kind of asking us, when we're looking at those energies, sometimes we don't like to admit or look at the energy that may be opposite to the gender that we identify as to the world. And so, as a woman, we might say, "Well, I'm a female. I don't really pay that much attention to the male aspects of my being," or the opposite for a male. But we all have male and female aspects, and there is a balance. And that doesn't mean that it's 50-50. It just means that for you, you can find a balance of those energies that feels really right for you, that feels really flowing in terms of your gender expression, not only on the outside, but even on the inside, and how you feel and how you think. In looking at balancing those energies, and maybe bringing one up that may be a little lower than the other, we might also want to look at, is there anything in there that we need to forgive? So, for example, for me as a female, if I'm looking at bringing up some of the male energy in my body to balance out some of the female energy, that might feel kind of uncomfortable if I have some issues male with that male energy or male identities, and that needs to be looked at and forgiven. So Great Spirit is kind of asking us, as we look at balancing our male and female energy, what are we willing to forgive? Um, so just take a minute and kind of think about that in order for you to have that balance of male and female energy, and again, I don't mean 50-50, I just mean a balance that feels good for you, is there anything that you need to forgive? Another question that came up is for you to consider what is a healthy female expression for you? How can you bring in more female energy in a healthy way, or use the female energy that you are are already imbuing? Um, how can you use that in a healthy expression um, as you move through your day? And it's the same for male or female. So consider, the female aspect, your female aspects, your female energy, and what would be a healthy expression of that for you. And then think of your male energies and what would be a healthy male expression of those energies for you. And this is very personal. It's going to be different for everybody. Um, but that was just something that really came through as I was considering the message and the meditation for the spring equinox, was that it was really calling us to look at our male and female balance and how are we bringing our male and female aspects um, into the world in a healthy way. I think I mentioned before that during the spring equinox, or this early part anyway, the sun is in Aries. And even though I'm having to deliver this a couple of days after the spring equinox energy, of course, will be here for quite a while. For a couple of weeks, we're going to feel it really strong, and then it will start waning as we approach the summer solstice. But for right now, where we currently are, this equinox energy is very strong. And the sun is in Aries, which is a very energetic, bold, highly motivated, vivacious energy that is trickling down from the cosmos to us right now. For those of you who might have set New Year's resolutions, or hopefully, preferably, intentions, and this was a really good time to go back and revisit those intentions, because the energy of Aries is really motivating, and there's a lot of creativity and vivaciousness in it. So if you have any intentions that maybe you didn't have the energy to manifest in the past couple of months, you might want to go back and revisit those, tap into this beautiful Aries, Sun in Aries energy that we're in during the early part of the equinox here. It's really a good time to begin again and make adjustments. So that doesn't mean start over. It just means begin for where you're at, making some adjustments and moving forward. The moon sign that we're in right now is Virgo. And Virgo and Aries work really well here, because Virgo brings in energy of kind of a keen analytical mind and a sense of practicality. So it's really, approaching our emotions and our mental state with a rational mindset and being able to solve our challenges methodically. So, the sun energy here is very energetic, bold, highly motivated, and the moon energy is very analytical and practical and moves through challenges in a very methodical way. So those energies really can work well together to help you manifest something in a really big way. So that's very exciting news. about where we're at with this spring. Of course, Virgo is also known for, attention to detail and just being very meticulous. So you've got the energy from the sun that's very motivating, that's very vivacious. It has that the energy for creativity and innovation, and you have the energy of the moon in Virgo, being that as you move with that energy, you will have a very rational mindset for how you approach things, and it'll be very methodical and meticulous. So if that's the energy that you have been looking for to um, to help you seek well-being and balance in your life, it's here. And that's the exciting news. So how do we tap into it? How do we use it for ourselves? Um, the first question is, are you willing? Because a lot of people will hear that, oh wow, the energies of the cosmos and the things that are going on in my life right now are really lined up for me to have success. However, the question is, are you willing? You can identify all that. You can see all those synchronicities that is telling you, go ahead, push forward, do what you are planning to do. But if you're not willing, it doesn't matter. So really, you're being called on to to muster up that sense of will that you need to take this energy of Aries and Virgo to help you manifest your intentions. Another big message that came through, however, as I was receiving that, was that you need to be discerning. It's not going to do you any good for you to just get busy without really tapping into kind of that Virgo energy of analyzing what's really necessary now. What do I need to do to take the next step towards my making my intentions a reality? Um, and you really have to discern. There's going to be lots of things. There's always going to be lots of things that we can do, but we have to discern what is really going to be helpful. And of course, looking at both the short term and the long term. Some of your intentions, some of the things you might want to manifest are for right now in the next couple of months. But I'm sure there's many things that you have intended that may take longer, more months, maybe years. And so it's really important to discern what activities you're doing now and how practical they will be for bringing about the change that you desire and living the life that you want to live. Um, so that's kind of the intuited message. And what I'd like to do though now is to guide you through some meditation that will help you bring in those energies of both the male and the female aspects that we that are in balance in the universe right now, and that we would like to bring into our bodies and into our spirits and to help us to balance as well. And okay, so we're going to go into that meditation. I will guide you through it. So the best thing now for you to do is to relax and let me take you on a little journey. If you have the opportunity to sit in the direction of the south, we will be calling in the energies of the south. The color here is a reddish orange light, kind of that light that you get at sunset. The crystal is an orange carnelian. The qualities of this crystal are it's orange. It's very a warm stone, often even warm to the touch. It has a lot of energy, creative type energy, and also a fearless type energy. that it carries. So if you have orange cornelian in your crystal collection, it would be a really good rock for you to have out during this spring equinox, especially the first 2 weeks. The element that we'll be working with is fire, which is also warm. It's a transformative element, as all of the elements can be. But its transformation comes through destruction. So as we begin the meditation, really kind of call on you and ask, what do you need to destroy in order to come out of the meditation rebirthed, balanced between the moon and the sun energies, the male and female energies, and really drawing in the energy of Aries and Virgo and the cosmos to help you manifest your intentions at this time. And I don't think I mentioned that the shape is the triangle, which makes sense because that is the symbol for fire, the elemental symbol for fire. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I invite you first to find a seat. If you're not already sitting comfortably, to go find a seat. It could be on a meditation cushion, it could be in a chair, or even lying down on a bed. The most important thing is that your central channel, which is the area between the top of your head and your pelvic bone, is very open and you're able to breathe freely and bring both breath and the energies of the universe into your body during the meditation. So once you have found your seat, just take a moment to kind of rock and just make sure that you are in the best sitting position for relaxation. You don't want to be all concentrating on your posture during the meditation. So you want to be relaxed, but you also want to keep the central column very open. Okay, so now that you've found your chair and you've found your balanced position in your chair, go ahead and either close your eyes or just gently rest your eyes, letting your eyelids droop and taking a soft focus. And just start to notice that you are here. We'll call in spirits of the south. We ask that any ancestors, spirit guides, energies here to support us in applying discerning wisdom before moving into action. Bless us now. Now, imagine yourself walking down a path. Your favorite path, if you have a hike or a trail or walk that you like to take in nature. Visualize yourself walking along. The sun is on one side of your body. You can feel its heat on your skin. But the other side of your body is in the shadow. And you can feel it is a couple of degrees cooler here. sense that there is a balance. Maybe there's a little more light and warmth than there is dark and cool. Or maybe there's more dark and cool and less light. Do you feel called to turn your body towards one or the other? If you do, go ahead. Face the direction you are being called to at this time. No thoughts or judgments about it. Just noticing and turning if it feels good to you. As you're sitting here now, Spirit asks that you take a moment to reflect on anything that you may have taken an impassioned view or stance about. Notice how much energy you may put into this impassioned view or position that you've taken. Ask yourself, is it still necessary? And will it bring the change I seek? Apply a great deal of self-compassion here. And just note that it's always a good time. Begin again. Coming back to your walk. You're coming to the crest of a hill. And just over the hill is the setting sun. When you arrive at the top of the hill, you find there is a fire waiting for you. At your back, you can feel the darkness and the coolness of the forest, or the place where you have come from. And in front of you, you feel the warmth of the fire, and your eyes take in the orange glow of the beautiful sunset. You feel both the dancing energy of the fire and the cool calm of the forest behind you. You are perfectly comfortable. Not too hot, not too cold. Just right. Now, imagine that you have found a stick nearby. You pull a pen out of your pocket, and on the stick, you write down your biggest challenge. As you are writing the words, you sense the energy of the situation and its uncomfortableness. Once you have finished writing the words on your stick, imagine taking the stick and throwing it into the fire. Let the destructive heat burn out the negative energy of the situation. Reclaim that energy by breathing it in. Pure energy. Free of concepts of good or bad. Just energy released. Now, imagine taking another stick and writing the qualities you would like to embrace with the spring equinox, especially noticing qualities that could help you with your current challenges. Maybe motivation, fearlessness, forgiveness, innovation, compassion. You can write more than one. And once you have finished writing the words that carry the qualities that you would like to embrace, see yourself throwing it into the fire, releasing those energies into the air. And again, inhale them in, balancing your male and female energy. As we take a moment to honor our female and male energies, notice if there might be little girl or little boy inside you needing to be cared for, played with, and understood. As you moved into the gender expression accepted by society, Did you trample the spirit of the little girl or little boy inside you, also needing to be acknowledged, cared for, and played with, forgiven, and understood? If these questions have you thinking, try to only notice the answers as clouds floating by. Don't try to latch onto them. From this place, connected to both your male and female wisdom, and your male and female childlike qualities. Just notice. Notice any shift and balance. Give yourself any self-compassion, love that you may need. Now, returning to our scene, sitting by the fire, seeing the orange glow of the flames, as well as that of the sunset, we begin to breathe in this orange light. And with the out breath, expand it both throughout your body and in the room where you are sitting. Breathe it in and expand the orange light. Breathe it in and expand. See the light expanding out into every nook and cranny, every crevice in your body cavity, your limbs, your fingers and your toes, and your head. Sense the light expanding out from you as far as it is comfortable. Now, let's sit for 60 seconds in quiet meditation. No doubt that thoughts will come up and present themselves, but just notice them and let them go. If you find that you have wandered in your thoughts for quite some time, just when you notice, welcome yourself back and begin again. Good. Wow, there's a lot of beautiful orange light around the group. Really a lot of opening there. I'm sensing that there's a few people who the message has really felt profound and direct for what they need at this time. Good. One last breath, just again breathing in as much of that beautiful, gorgeous orange light as you can. And release. Now, we'll call ourselves back into the realities which each of us have created for ourselves. Challenges that each of us face, knowing that we have tapped into infinite wisdom and potential. Begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Imagine yourself walking away from the fire and the sunset into the darkness of the night. Sensing that there's always a promise of the light again tomorrow. Imagine yourself walking back into the home or the building that you might be in. And begin coming back to the present more and more with each breath. Notice how you feel, both your physical body, your mental and emotional bodies, your spiritual body, and your energy and intuitive body. If you have some time right now, it might be a good time to take out a journal. If you already have some intentions that you've written down from earlier, past month or since New Year's, then take a minute to look at them and maybe tweak them a little bit and begin again using this beautiful energy, Aries and Virgo and the spring equinox, motivate you and energize you and help you emerge well daily. I'm really thankful for all of you who are tuning in and watching this. Again, my apologies for not being able to do the live streaming that I wanted to move into this year. It's kind of a challenge for me to start doing that on a more regular basis, and I really wanted to, and I'm running into some equipment issues, but I hope to have those resolved in the next few weeks, and until then I will go ahead and keep pre-recording my messages and meditations in the hopes that they will find you and help you on your path to living well. Thanks again, and I look forward to meeting with you soon. If you would like to have a one-on-one intuitive session with me, you can find me in the link below the description of the video and schedule an appointment with me. I also have some upcoming workshops. The one coming up the soonest is April 6th and 7th. It's a wild clay pottery intensive where we will actually be going into nature and gathering clay, coming back to the farm where I live and, processing the clay, making some small vessels, and then painting and firing them. So that happens over 2 days, April 6th and 7th. If that's something you'd like to join me for, uh, check out my website where you can find all the links. That wraps it up for today. I'm Becky Sangha. Take care. Bye for now.